this also works going in the other direction. So if I start on C again, I'm just going to do this C going back down. So if I start on C again, and I want a major second down from C, I have to go a whole step, right? So I have to go 2 half steps, which is the same thing as a whole step, down to this note here, which is B flat. That's a major second down because it's a whole step. Same thing if I want to go a minor second down. That's just a half step. So going down the scale from C, a half step gets us to the next white key, right? So that would be a minor second. Whole step gets us to a major second. So if I wanted to do a minor third, I'd go 1.5 whole steps. So minor third is 1.5 whole steps. A major third from that same C would be 2 whole steps. So there's 1 whole step, 2 whole steps. A perfect fourth away from that C would be 2.5 whole steps. So we'd go 1 whole step, 2 whole steps, and a half whole step, right? So 2.5 whole steps. A perfect fifth, 3.5 whole steps. So starting on C, 1, 2, 3.5 whole steps. Minor sixth would be 5.5 whole steps, right? Minor sixth would be 4 whole steps. Sorry. Perfect fifth would be 3.5. Minor sixth would be 4 whole steps. 1, 2, 3, 4 whole steps. Major sixth, 4.5 whole steps. Minor seventh, 5 whole steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whole steps. And a major seventh would be 5.5 whole steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 whole steps. So people tend to struggle a little bit more counting intervals in a downward direction than they do in an upward direction. So I'd strongly encourage you to start playing around with and thinking of downward intervals right now while you're going ahead and learning about intervals in general. So I'm going to stop there, and then we're going to talk about how to determine the quality of different intervals from the score.